All right, folks. TR from Used to Sew here. We are going to run you through how to operate a Davis vertical feed sewing machine. This is the vertical feed Model 2 number 8, I think is what it's called. It's from the late 1800s. And it's a long shuttle machine, bullet bobbin right there. There are no feed dogs. That's the thing about the Davis. The upper bar is doing the feeding. It's a compound walking foot. Right, first thing I want to talk about the Davis is it has a special needle. This is a regular sewing machine needle here. This is the Davis long. Now the actual Davis long isn't made anymore, so this is an industrial needle. And the thing about that is the top is round. There's no flat side. I'm used to putting a flat side in. So how are you going to put this needle in? You want to look at the eye.
Okay.
And see the scarf of the needle, which is the indented place right above the eye.
Yeah.
See that? That's where the shuttle picks up the thread.
Not the side with the groove.
The long groove is where the thread's going to go down.
Okay.
So where's the shuttle coming from? It's coming this way.
Okay, so
the scarf of the needle
has to go back?
Has to go facing the shuttle. Has to face
that way. So this, the dented side goes that way.
The long groove faces left. The dented side, which is called the scarf, faces right.
Okay, so scarf to the right.
Yeah, so you can just put it in there any old way and then turn it to get it to be where you want it to be.
When you said don't put it up all the way.
If it's, yep, see how it's up all the way there? There, right there. About a 32nd of an inch.
Okay, and now can I see where the thing is?
Yeah.
Trying to rotate it.
So get it rotated correctly first and then worry about how high it is.
So about like that. Yeah?
Yep, I think that's going to be about it.
Okay.
And if it's not, we'll raise it up a little higher.
Okay.
So this isn't entirely, and you got your eye straight? Let me look in here. And the minute you put thread through there, you'll see if you're straight. But that looks pretty darn straight. And the scarf is right there. Okay, so when the shuttle goes by and picks up our loop, it's going to go right through that scarf. So, as with any machine, the first thing we got to do is wind a bobbin. There. 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 Oh, we're going to have to pull the bobbin winder forward so that its wheel contacts the treadle, right? And while we're there, let's also just declutch the machine so we're not running the machine as we're winding a bobbin. The Davis, like all long shuttle machines, the hand wheel turns towards you all the time. Okay, let's get our bobbin. Where is it at? Let's unclutch that before I got the shuttle all the way up where I need it. And there he is. How do you get the shuttle out? You just kind of push on his nose there, or put your finger under that little spring, pull it out like that. Don't use scissors and tools. If you can't get it out that way, it's too tight. It needs to be adjusted. There's your bobbin. Bobbin. Shuttle. Okay, we're going to wind this guy up. Unlike modern machines, there's no shut off on the bobbin winder. You're going to put as much thread on as you want and not too much, because if you put too much on and it rubs inside here, it's not going to stitch well. How do you fasten this part? It's always a question of how to do that. So put it through this little thing here. First, I shouldn't do this. I'm just going to go ahead and trap the thread right there. And that little fork. Wait till you see this thing move. It is so fun to watch. Hold this thread with your hand. Don't expect the machine to do it all for you. That comes later, about 20 years later. We're going to start. We're just going to unclutch it again. There we go. And look at that. Look at this little arm. Goes back and forth with the thread, feeding it perfectly evenly. And just keep a little moderate tension right here. Let's just do about that much. Just stop whenever you want. Cut her off. Reclutch the machine. pull this little knob out. Get the bobbin out. If you've got a little tail hanging off from where you started it, go ahead and trim that off. Because this bobbin has to spin inside that shuttle, so we don't want interference there. And go ahead and push your bobbin winder back like that. The machine can run freely. Oop, forward. All right, so now we're going to thread the shuttle. And if you, okay, see how the thread's coming off that way? This is a spring you don't want to squeeze. That's the thing that applies the tension. Okay, it's still hanging out there. Put your thumb on there so it don't spin. And then it goes up like that. I'll do it again. Once you thread a long shuttle, you should thread it again. Once you get it right. Thread it. Once you've been using the machine for a while, it's not that hard. Okay, now what do we do with it? About that much thread hanging off. Now we're going to put it in. So see the shuttle carrier, that's this part. It's all the way to the front. Just put the pointy end right in there. And there's a little notch that holds it. And just stuff that thread. Just let it hang down under there. You can reach down and pull it down. So it's hanging. Close that. Okay, now let's thread the top. We're still all ready to go here. Let's bring the needle to its highest position. Needle, take up lever, all this stuff's high as it'll go. Don't forget, a felt is an important piece of your sewing machine. Don't leave it off. It's not just for purdies. It's to slow down the spin. This goes through here. Now, this is the manual tension release. You push this to open the tension. To thread it through, right? When you see, there it's tight, there it's not. You adjust it just like any other tension. It just doesn't have a tension pin to do the release for you. Line some of that thread back up, just for fun. All right, so then we got through the tension. We go through that guy, and through this guy, which has this clever little slit up here. Sometimes the thread will want to jump out of there. I got a piece of candle wax stuck in mine. It is handy, but the way the design works. Now, as you're trying to pull the thread here, oh, it's not coming out. Release the tension. Thread this little nib. And this little nib. And now the needle. Get it up there where you can see it. This needle threads left to right. Oh, I need a little more space, no more slack. There we go. Is this left? Yeah, left to right. North to south. Literally. Okay, now we get to pull up the bobbin thread, like on any sewing machine. And again, the hand wheel turns towards you. And then a shuttle will pick up the loop. Ooh, come on. There it is. Come on up. Now you've got both threads up. I have not checked the tension on the shuttle. I'm just going to assume it's all right, because why not? See what happens. Here's a piece of denim, some basic denim. I'm not even going to demonstrate the awesome thickness capacity here yet. I think I've got a size 18 needle in here though. Okay, how do you make the stitch longer and shorter? There's no reverse, you don't have to worry about that. Stitch length knob is this one. Ignore the numbers on it. It's probably been put back together wrong and they're hard to see anyway. All the way towards you is long stitches. Turning it away makes the stitches really short. I'm going to turn them just a little bit back from super long and see what happens. I always run through one stitch to make sure everything's good down there. And here we go. I made it longer even. No reverse, but you can just hold it and let it stitch in place for a minute. When you stop, needle all the way up, foot up, grab the tension release, and there you go. And you can see that that did not hesitate to go right over that. I've got a little bit tight on the top tension there. You can see that? I'm going to loosen it up. Just a little. When you're doing tension, do it a quarter turn at a time. Test, test, test. Always test on the fabric you're doing. The Davis is a bit loud. It's the nature of the beast. Oh, that's much better looking steam now. There are some things you cannot do with the Davis. You cannot make a buttonhole. You can turn a corner though, all the way down. Pick it up, turn it. You can still turn a corner, no problem. 3 stitches, turn a corner. The compound feed, the needle itself actually pulling the work through means that your layers cannot come apart, and also the feed walks right up over the seam there. This is a specialty kind of machine. It won't really replace, like I said, you can't hook a buttonhole up to it. There were attachments made, but they don't attach to the foot. They attach to the plate and hang down. Why? Use this machine for what it's designed for. Use one of your other machines for all that stuff. That's my take on it anyhow. Thanks for watching.